Good evening, DGens. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Let's have one last look at JASMY before we call it a day. Everything except Supra seems to be in the red a little bit here, but everything's, I don't know, it's not down that much. If we look at the hourly, if we have a look at the hour, things are kind of turning around on the hourly time frame across the market. So not too bad. Are we seeing a shift in momentum overnight tonight? It'll be interesting to see. Having a look over at JASMY here, down 1.7% on the day, down 6.3% on the week, down 21.1% on the month, but up 478% on the year. We're down 2 spots in rank to 71. We got a $1.54 billion market cap. Volume's kind of low, 133.19 million. So there's that. But again, guys, you're not going to have these DCA opportunities forever, right? So get them while they're hot. I guess that's all I can really say. Get them while they are hot. Let's go have a look at the JASMY chart here. See what's going on. All right, looking at the daily time frame again. Still waiting to see if this double top's going to play out here on the daily, if we're going to drop to the downside, or are we going to reverse from here, guys? Have we found our bottom here? It seems we've found a pretty solid bottom right here at 3 cents, essentially that 3 cents even, 3 cents one level, right? We've hit it a couple of times, 3 times here. Have we bottomed, though? I guess we'll find out, right? We're going to stay on top of it. Momentum is starting to kind of sway to the upside a little bit. Back to the daily. The RSI creeping into oversold. Still in neutral, though, 43.57 on the daily. But if we go over to the 4-hour, starting to gain a little bit of momentum, a little bit. Last 3 candles have been green after a big ass red one. RSI is creeping into oversold here as well, 38.07. So the sellers are becoming very exhausted, which is a good thing, right? So we'll see what happens, guys, but it all depends on what Bitcoin does, right? So looking over at Bitcoin, what do we have? Well, we've almost fully encompassed this daily candle we had today already on this new daily candle. Can we get back up and retest 9 cents 55 resistance on this daily candle? That will be interesting. And is this a head and shoulders or is it not? There's a lot of controversy, a lot of different opinions about whether this is a head and shoulders pattern. And if it is, will we see us fall down between 85 and 88K, or will we fill the CME gap between 78 and 80K? A lot of speculation going on out there, guys, about which direction this market is going to turn. And I'm here for all of it, baby. I got to be honest, guys, I'm having a great time with it. I really am, right? Because when it's down, guess what? I buy. When it's up, I'm just happy my portfolio is green, right? So I can't lose in this situation because my timeline has not changed, right? I'm not exiting the market until my time has come. I have it all mapped out and everything like that already when I'm leaving the market, and it has not been affected by this one little iota, no pun intended. So it does not faze me in that way. RSI is neutral, 45.08 on Bitcoin. Going over to the 4-hour, what do we got here for momentum? Starting to sort of shift to the upside. RSI got pretty low. It's just barely in the oversold at 42.32. So we could see momentum shifting here slowly to the upside. And another bullish factor is the fear and greed. Even yesterday, 24 hours ago, guys, the fear and greed was still at a 70. Which is absurd, absolutely absurd that people were still feeling that greedy, right? We finally dropped down closer to fear. We're in neutral right now. Maybe tomorrow we'll drop down into fear. That's what we've been waiting for, guys, right? This is one more metric we've been waiting for the market to reverse. Despite all the red we've seen over this week, people have still been greedy. The general sentiment has been greed in the market, which is truly puzzling. Jason Pisano says, guess what, guys? The Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is finally behaving. Absolutely. Finally. So, all right. And what else do we have here from community member? Shout out to Magic Power, always in our live streams and everything. So Magic Power says, whales are aggressively pulling JASMY out of circulation, slashing the supply on exchanges to just 11.72 billion. And the downward trend is accelerating. Out of a total of 49.39 billion tokens in circulation, the supply on exchanges is being deliberately tightened. The result, a reduced supply makes it much easier to push prices higher. I predict that at the top peaks, there will be well under 10 billion tokens left on exchanges. But beware, timing your exit is crucial. Don't miss this window. The data shows a massive net outflow of 1.0536 billion JASMY tokens from exchanges, with a sharp 62.86% increase in outflows in the last 24 hours. This highlights a strong trend of coins being withdrawn from exchanges, potentially reducing selling pressure. Now, what this means and why it's bullish, guys, is because when coins are pulled off exchanges, it generally means that the intention is to be held for long-term hold, right? So they have no intention of selling these tokens anytime soon, so they get moved over to self-custody cold storage wallets. That is why it is such a big deal when you see such a big supply being moved off exchanges, right? Means no one has any intention of selling. And shout out to friend of the channel, friend of mine, Neo Xtrix, Neo Sun. Make sure you go give Neo a follow over on X. He says, to put it simply, JASMY creates an infrastructure where data called the new oil, due to its economic value, are integrated into a token-based ecosystem. The ecosystem of JASMY relies on its personal data locker and the use of the tokens to create the data-centered economy. The objective is to allow businesses and communities to develop economic activities based on it. These tokens enable, for example, the creation of digital tickets, loyalty points, or digital certifications in the form of NFTs, while ensuring secure transmission of the necessary information. By combining the PDL with token-based services, JASMY offers a system where businesses can enrich their services while rewarding users for the use of their data. This transforms personal data into a real economic asset. Absolutely. Shout out to Neo for that. Again, make sure you give him a follow over on X. We had a fantastic group video call earlier tonight, guys, over on the Patreon. If you're new to crypto, guys, and you've never been through an altcoin season before, make sure you get over to the Patreon, join our group video calls that we have every evening. We have hundreds of people in the community. Everyone's able to see each other, hear each other, talk to each other. You can ask all the questions that you have. You can get the proper guidance that you need from myself and from the community to help you steer towards actually making profits in this bull run. There is a reason, guys, 90 to 95% of people in crypto either break even or make no money when they're new, and that is because, well, they're new. They don't have experience. So why not surround yourself with a community of people who can help you devise an exit strategy that's going to work for you and your portfolio so that you can walk away from this altcoin season with your profits intact, with life-changing wealth for you and your family, right? You've waited over 3 years through a bear market. Why would you half-ass it at the finish line, right? So join our community, guys. The link is in the description. We're there to help you, right? Again, if you don't know where liquidity is in the market and you don't know where to put your sell orders, I know that there's people out there that are saying, I'm just going to sell my JASMY at $1 or whatever, right? 70 cents, 80 cents, whatever. Guys, if there's no buy orders where you're trying to put your sell orders are not going to fill. And I actually read somebody say in the comment section, and this is terrifying to me, guys, terrifying. Okay. Someone said, oh, you just convert. Why don't you just convert to stablecoin? That's what selling is. The fact that people are making these kinds of comments and don't realize that when you convert, you're selling. So I know that there are some exchanges, guys, if you're new to crypto, that have a convert feature, right? That will limit your sells as well. If no one's buying on the other end of that, that's just another tool that makes it more user-friendly to set sell orders, right? They will limit the amount you can sell. So make no mistake about it, guys. If you don't know how to identify where liquidity is in the market, you may be in for a rough ride holding on to your crypto for another 4 years. So don't do that to yourself, guys. Get over to the Patreon, join our group video calls, schedule your one-on-one coaching AMAs with me personally, and let's get an exit strategy in place for you. Let's get a profit-taking plan designed for you and your portfolio. Let's get that life-changing wealth all lined up and ready to go. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.